One of those victims, we're told, was stabbed in the chest. All this at the Shamrock Apartments on the city's southwest side. Josh Scheinblum is there gathering more information on this developing story. Josh, what are you hearing from police?
Tim and Kelly, we just spoke to police on scene moments ago. You can see they're not here any longer as they continue their investigation, but what we understand happened, 3 people here at Shamrock Apartments were involved in some sort of an altercation, leaving 2 sent to the hospital, 1 to St. Luke's, 1 to Mercy, and as you mentioned, 1 with a stab wound to the chest. The other person who was taken to the hospital, it's not clear yet the extent to his injuries and how they were related, but he was brought to the hospital nevertheless. Behind me over here is where it all occurred at Shamrock Apartments. We're told it happened at apartment 430, which is about 3 rows behind all these buildings that you see over here. I spoke to a neighbor who was riding around on a bicycle early this morning at this hour. I asked him to describe to me the kind of neighborhood this is. He says that there are frequent robberies that happen here. In his words, it's a bad neighborhood and he'd rather be elsewhere. He declined to talk with us on camera, but wanted to say that's the kind of place that this is. We're still trying to get more information surrounding this stabbing at this time, but that's what we know for now. For now, we're covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids. Josh Scheinblum, CBS 2 News.
Thanks, Josh. You got a lot of information there. I'm not sure you'll continue to gather information. We'll talk to you again later on this morning.
Police cars were out early this morning patrolling in the wake of a stabbing.
That stuff happens sometimes around here. Yeah, at night it gets pretty scary.
Around 3 o'clock this morning, 20-year-old Bryden Hoke was trying to meet someone inside this building at the Shamrock Apartments.
So we're still investigating to see exactly what happened, how it happened as well. No arrests at this time, but the investigation continues.
What they do know is that 37-year-old Jason Taggart, one of the residents, confronted Hoke. They got in a fight, and Hoke was stabbed in the chest. Taggart had injuries to his face and ribs. Both were taken to local hospitals, and both are expected to recover. Neighbors say they've noticed crime here in the past at Shamrock Apartments, but this is the last time anyone can recall a stabbing.
At times it seems like there's a lot of robberies. Yeah, a lot of robberies where people break into an apartment and try to take what they can.
Police say they do get a lot of calls here, but
whenever you have an apartment complex, you're always going to have a higher reporting of crime because you have more people in a small area.
Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Josh Scheinblum, CBS 2 News.